Hey guys, it's Nene here from I'm Just Crafty, coming to you live from the Maker Studio with part 2 of our Halloween round door sign live. So yesterday we went ahead and I talked about the different materials that we were using, and we actually used our Chalkology chalk paste to go ahead and create the 3 different colors of this sign. I decided instead of going with white to actually use the purple instead, and I am happy with the decision. I know I was a little skeptical about it yesterday because this is a shimmery purple, and so it has like a texture to it, but I really like this. It kind of reminds me of like on Halloween, how you always see the scenes with like the witch flying through the sky and the clouds are kind of streaking through the sky. So that's what it really reminds me of, the way that it has adhered to this board. So that's pretty cool. I am happy with the decision to go with the purple shimmer instead of the white. And actually, the color is shimmer plum. Okay, let me use the correct terminology of that. So we are completely dry on our surface. Today we have to apply our vinyl, and it's just one vinyl. Yesterday I was kind of toying with the idea if I wanted to do a double-sided sign, but I've actually decided to just make this a single-sided sign, and really just kind of finish it off that way. So we are gonna get started. Yeah, Shayna, the colors came out really nice. I was very surprised. I mean, I liked the candy corn vibe this was given, but I'm very happy with the purple. So today we have left to apply the ribbon. So I have this Halloween ribbon. I actually got this from Dollar Tree last season. I got a ton of these. It's 9 feet from their Crafter Square line. And then I also have this. This was going to be for the Hello Fall. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. Who knows? We'll decide when the time comes. So we have our ribbon. I need to create the little hanging loop. So I have some of this twine. There's a term for this, and it's slipping my mind right now, but it's just a kind of tan neutral color here. And then so I'm going to secure that to the back of this sign, and then adhere the bow. I'm going to be using glue gun. So I have my hot glue gun here. I'm going to get that going so it can start to heat up while we are working. And get my glue sticks in there. Okay. And then I have a staple gun that I'm going to use to adhere the hanging piece to. So remember yesterday I said I was creating a DIY kit that's going to be used in a silent auction. Now, because I'm using 2 different tools that the average person may not have, meaning I'm talking about the average non-crafter. They may not have a hot glue gun and they may not have a staple gun. I'm going to have to modify the project just a little bit for the DIY kit. So what I'm definitely going to do is already have this attached. Okay, so that'll remove the challenge with not having the glue gun. Having the staple gun. But in terms of the hot glue, I have a thought where I may drill a hole or 2 small holes here, and then supply the zip tie where then they'll be able to just kind of feed the zip tie through and then attach the bow. So that's what I'm thinking for the DIY kit, but I'll decide on that when we get a little bit closer. So the first thing I'm going to do is to just go ahead and apply our vinyl. I cut this out yesterday using the maker, and I have some transfer tape that has been gently used because I don't want it to be super sticky, because I don't want it to lift up. I don't want it to lift up the paint, the chalk paint. So this one looks like it might be a good deal. This actually has 2 sheets on it. Let me set this over here. It's hump day, y'all. What's everybody doing today? What are you crafting today? What are you working on? So when I finish this little project, I'm going to put together the DIY kit in that basket so that I can drop that off today, because their event is Saturday, and I want to just kind of have that checked off my to-do list. And then I'm going to make, there's, oh, this one, oh, let me see. I was going to say it may be too unsticky, but no. It's coming up. I think this is permanent vinyl. I use smart vinyl because I cut it on my Maker 3. Oh, Shayna, you're working on your content. Yes. I'm going to start working on my content for August. Got to get that together. And I'm planning a new, brainstorming a new program that I'm going to be launching for people that have a handmade business. So I'll talk more about that. Okay, so now let's see where, I'm going to eyeball this. Okay, it's there. So Shayna, you asked, do I like smart vinyl? I like it because it's convenient. So I just got my Maker 3. Like literally, this is probably the 2nd or 3rd piece of vinyl that I've cut on it. But before that, I had my Joy. And I love using my Joy. And I love using smart vinyl with it because it's just convenient. If I have a project idea that pops in my head and I want to do it really quick, or like just a last minute project that I want to do, I can pull the Joy out, and then I can pop in one of the smart vinyl pieces and have the project done in minutes, as opposed to having to set up the bigger Cricut or go find mats, or if the mat's not sticky, whatever the case may be. I love it. I especially love smart cardstock. If I'm doing paper crafting and it has a lot of layering, I love that because it's adhesive backed already, and I just literally feed the sheets in. So I like smart vinyl. I know that the colors are limited right now because one of the, like my brand colors, the teal color, they have that in the smart vinyl. So I was excited about that, but they don't have the little hint of pink that's on the bow of the Cricut in the logo. They don't have that in smart vinyl in the larger sheets, but they had it in the smaller sheets. So the colors are limited, but I'm hoping that more and more people, as they start to use it, Cricut will release more colors for that. Okay, so we have our vinyl on. Looks good, looks good. Now let's talk about the bow. My hot glue gun looks like it is nice and warm. But before we do that, let's flip it over and let's get the hanging piece. So I'm going to just kind of eyeball like how much I want. And then I'm going to double it, I think. I'm going to just double it to make sure that it's sturdy. And I'm going to just tie a little knot at the end. I don't think I need it, but you never know. Just like to be safe. I'm just tying a little knot at the end, and I'm going to staple above that. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Tie a little knot. Secure it. Okay. And then I can trim it a little bit if I want. And then just kind of figure where on here do I want it to go. Like how much hang do I want? And I think that's pretty good. So have this here. And just take my staple gun again above the knot. Oops. And I totally missed it. Let me grab my little remover. I have to move it closer to me, guys, so I can see what I'm doing. So if I get in the way, I apologize. But that one did not go in the way I wanted it to. You see that bad boy's not coming out, though, once it's in. So that's good. There we go. Grab and pull. Oh, I don't want to cut it. Okay, let's try this again. And these things, it has a little guide mark that tells you like where the center is. I'm going to actually utilize that this time. There we go. Yep. And then if I want to, I can just hammer it down a little bit more. I probably need to apply some more pressure as I'm doing it. That one was better. Okay, so there, that is on now. Now I can work on my bow. And let me get my good fabric scissors that I like to hide from people. So, let's see. Haven't been to Dollar Tree lately, but I'm sure they've got their Halloween stuff out. People, they just rush through everything. Like, can I enjoy my last few days of summer? Yeah, these signs are the business because you can make it for anything. They come in different sizes, different shapes, and I love going to like the Dollar Tree and finding them, and then you can repurpose them as well. Some of them, they may have designs already, but maybe you want to like spruce it up with some bows or some other kind of accents or things like that. So I love these signs. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. It's just, I'm going to just stick with the fun colors. This is too dull for me. Bad enough I had to use the plain color there. But let me go ahead and figure. So I'm going to just do a basic fold over bow, I think. And one thing I learned, I went to a workshop many, many years ago about basket making, is you want to do odd numbers with the bows. Okay. So I'm going to just do 3, I think. So that's 2 right there, 2 right there. And we got 3, no, 2 on this. Oh, yeah, we got 3 on this side. and 3 on this side now. Okay, so I can trim this. It's gonna go there. I'm thinking, yeah. So I'm gonna just take a small zip tie. Okay, so this one, if you don't use zip ties in your crafting, you are missing out. This is like the most versatile. I don't even know. Is it a tool? Is it an accessory? It's a must-have. Must-have. And I'm going to just put that in there, and it just holds it in place. I'm not going to tighten it just yet till I get it. Make sure I have it center how I want it. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Then I can tighten it. And then I'm going to clip it. I'm not going to use my fabric scissors to clip it. I'm going to use, if I had another pair of scissors, I can use it. Okay. So then you can just kind of spruce it out. This ribbon has a little wire to it. Okay. And if you want to kind of hide that in the middle, you can. I think I may have a bead somewhere, but maybe I'll just put the bead in there. So like for the DIY one, what I was thinking was like drilling 2 little small holes right here where they will be able to just feed the zip tie through it and then grab the bow. Okay. So, and another thing is I can tell them that, hey, every Halloween, if you want to change a different bow and keep the same sign, you can do that as well. But for this, I'm just going to use my glue gun and let me see, just kind of get it up in there, get a nice little hefty amount. I love my Ryobi tools. Shout out to Ryobi. And then I'm just kind of hold it there to let it dry a little bit. Yeah, Shayna, they do, man. Retail, they're like, what, 3, 4 holidays ahead. I'm like, come on. Can we do it? Can we just enjoy the moment? Especially summers are already short with the school systems because like a week after school gets out, they're already like putting kids in summer school. And then a week after summer school is out, like they're already doing orientation back to school. I'm like, come on, can the kids get a break? And if kids are in summer school, like parents and families can't really travel and stuff. So my son just gets mad every time I mention something about back to school. He's like, Mom, I've got 2 weeks. I say, okay, son. Halloween is my favorite holiday, though. But yeah, I agree. I don't want to start too soon. But I figured this will be a great gift for whoever gets the little basket. And this glue, I don't even know what kind of hot glue this is, but it's not sticking. I need my Gorilla hot glue, which my daughter moved. So what I may do, because I don't want to fool with this, is I may just drill the hole. You guys can watch me drill the hole. Yeah, that glue. And it could be old too. Like I said, I moved a lot of my craft stuff out from my garage. And so stuff's been sitting for a while. And I live in the valley and it gets very hot. Like this summer, it's been 95 to 105 the entire summer, every day. We haven't had a break. So let me peel some of this glue off. And then let me get my little drill and let me mark where I want to do the holes. Okay. And the hole is just going to grab both. So I think I'm going to do one on top, one on the bottom. So like here and then here. Okay. And then what I'll do is, so I don't have two zip ties, is I'm actually going to clip this one off and just use the one. Okay. So I'll show you guys what I mean. Yeah, I can't imagine Minnesota, Shayna. The only vision I have of Minnesota was watching Rio, the cartoon. And then they talk about it and the snow that they put in there. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know. Okay, so I'm pull out get my little drill bit. I love Ryobi tools because they are cordless. They're cute. I think they're cute for crafters, and they're not expensive at all. So let's see. I need one that's going to be big enough to fit. Slide this through. So probably like this one. Yeah, I'll use this one. And the batteries are interchangeable. So I now have 4 batteries because I've acquired quite a few Ryobi tools. So like this, my glue gun is cordless. So I just take the battery off of here and just add it to my drill. It gets colder in Minnesota than Alaska. Wow. I don't do cold very well. You know, being a California baby. Okay, I'm not going to drill this on my glass because I don't want it to go through. So what I'm going to do is just kind of shift stuff over so I can lean it off my mat. I want to show you. Actually, I can do it holding it up so you guys can kind of see. And I'm just going to go right here through the hole. Definitely we want to do this before you paint. But it's okay, the bow's going to cover it up. See how simple that is? Okay, so now I have my holes right there. And now all I have to do is grab my zip tie. I'm going to use a small one as well. And I'm going to just thread it through the back. It's a tight squeeze because I didn't make the hole too big. But it's okay, it'll work. Need some pliers to pull it. Probably could have went the next size up, but I want to be conservative. Let me grab some. Yes, yeah, so I'll make the holes on the kit a little bit bigger so that they'll just be able to feed it through pretty easily. Because again, not everybody has cool little tools. You want to pull this all the way to the back like that. Yep. And then just go ahead and grab my bow again. Put it there, and then just feed it back through. And then just connect it to the zip tie back here. You'll hear it snap, click, click, click. Okay, this is not going anywhere. And then I'm just going to trim it off with some scissors. All right. And then I can go back to fluffing and whatnot my bowl. Bowls make all the difference, right? Quick and simple. Especially if it has wire in it. Kind of does what you want it to do. And if you wanted to, you could use like maybe some glue dots or something to kind of hold this in, to like hold it in place. I think I do have some glue dots over here. Let me see if it'll stay to this chalk paint. I have these clear adhesive dots. It says large. No, not large. Oh, these are huge. Are they? Oh no. This is their idea of large? Okay. So I'm going to see. I'm going to just stick one on the bottom of this, see if it'll stick to the fabric. Well, it's doing something. Yeah, that one's there. Okay, now let me get it where I want it before I press down. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'll put a couple of these dots in there too. So if they want to kind of get their bow in a particular position. I could have also made these different sizes, like maybe the ones on the bottom would have been bigger loops and then the ones on the top smaller, but that is so cute. All right, so I used 2 of those. And then there you have it. So the only thing I'm going to do now is just go back because yesterday when I was painting, I forgot to paint an orange on the side over here. So I'm going to just go in with a small brush and a little bit of the orange chalk paint to just finish off that edge. And then this is it. So what I'm going to do for the DIY kit, okay, so I already said I'm going to drill the holes because we saw how easy that was, then fooling with a glue gun. I'm also going to attach the hanging cord, pre-attach that to the wood. I'm thinking what I'm also going to do, because if you watched the video yesterday, so this is the round, okay, so I'm going to mark off where I'm going to drill the holes. On the back, I'm going to mark where I'm going to attach the backing. And then I'm going to measure, I'm going to pre-measure for them where to do the stripes. Okay, so I think I did it at 4 inches. So I'm going to measure for them where to do the stripes. And then they'll just have to put some painter's tape on there. And what I'm thinking I'm doing, I'm going to get like a piece of coated cardstock. And then I'm going to just kind of pre-measure 2 strips of painter's tape. And then just kind of wrap it around that cardstock. So it'll be, so they'll have that already ready. I like to make things very convenient for people when it's a DIY. So they'll have their painter's tape. They'll have their glue dots. We use 2 glue dots. They will have their zip tie. It'll be the smaller version. It'll be the smaller zip tie. Okay. They'll have their pre-cut ribbon. They will have their pre-cut transfer that says boo. And it's already on transfer tape, so they just have to literally peel it off. Then they will have their 3 chalk paste colors. So like I said, I have these little jars, and I'm just going to take these 3 and I'm going to scoop them into these jars. I'm going to include a sponge brush. Okay, I'll do a sponge brush. This should fit in there very nicely. And I will also include a little tray for them to scoop their chalk paste out and be able to get it better. So we have the tray, the chalk paste, the glue dot, the painter's tape, the zip tie, the transfer, their pre-cut ribbon. I'm going to pre-cut this. I'm going to measure it, pre-cut it. And what else would they need? Is that it? I think that might be it. Yeah, I do have a little spatula, like a little spatula that they can use to scoop their paint out on here. They also could use this spatula to rub down their transfer after they've done. So I'll tell them to wash this off, rub down their transfer once it's been applied on here. And I feel like that's it. I don't know. You guys think I left anything out for this? I think that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to just put it all inside of I have a white basket that I'm going to put it in with some tissue paper. And it will also come with a coupon for them to take a free workshop at the studio. I'll put a business card in there. And I feel like that's going to be a little cute DIY kit. Again, this is for their silent auction, so people are going to bid on it. And what I'll do is I will send this to them. I'll send this with the basket and say, put this on display so that they can see what is going to actually be inside the basket. I think that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. I'm not going to the gala, but I'll be there in spirit. So yeah, this is really cute. And the value of this, I mean, like I said, I ordered these rounds in bulk from an Etsy shop. I can't remember how much they cost, but let's just say that these signs, I mean, they go from anywhere from $20 on up, especially if it's personalized. Like if it had a name on there or something else. But this is a pretty simple, it's just one piece of vinyl, a ribbon from the Dollar Tree, chalk paste, samples, So it'll be really cool. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments. I will let you guys know what they say, how it goes at the auction. And definitely are going to make some more of these signs because they're so much fun. They're so easy. They're so cute. And I think they're great sellers. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.